in the long term, for attracting this liquidity, we have this incentives and whatnot to pull people in. I feel like that's more so for retail. What about the institution levels? Because, you know, the retail side, we can bring in maybe a few million, maybe 10 million, but we need hundreds of millions of dollars in within a stablecoin ecosystem, and that's probably off each one of them out there. How do we attract the institutional investors? Are you guys talking to anyone that has deep pockets? Do you know anyone?
Yeah, I think this is really interesting. What I find fascinating about this is when I was talking to other stablecoin operators, it sounded like they were focusing more on institutional, and that there was actually a lack of focus for retail. So for so long, we were kind of relying more on the USDMs of the world, the IUSDs of the world to attract that type of liquidity based on the marketing messaging that they kind of had. What is apparent is that it's just not that easy to attract institutional investment, and that's obviously quite clear. And I think these companies are here to stay. I think, you know, the Mayhem team's obviously very switched on. Indigo team, I've only heard good things. Right now, we're still only focusing on retail. And the reason for that is we see MyUSD as being the most cost-effective solution in the market when it comes to doing swaps. And so we're more around... Our thinking is more around, like, how do we make this the biggest stablecoin in Southeast Asia, in Latin America, in emerging markets in Africa? We see millions of people using MyUSD. The argument could be made around institutional investment. That's something that's crossing our mind now that we're seeing that this isn't coming to life with other stablecoins. It wasn't something that I had expected to go down, but we will do what's needed to get the product to where it needs to be. If that means that we need institutional investments, like this is where both Robert's background and myself is very important. My day-to-day job, I'm dealing with the likes of Merit Circle every single day. We can make this happen. It just wasn't something that we thought we had to solve for. But we will do it if we need to. If this isn't solved in the next 6 months, like, we'll start thinking about this much more detail.
Okay. All right. It sounds like we're in good hands here.